We've hijacked the main stage at Energy Storage Summit to bring you this week's market update. There were low wholesale prices this week, with very high wind generation from Friday through Tuesday. However, spreads did increase from the previous week. Elsewhere, saturation in DC is in full effect. Over 1.1 gigawatts of capacity bidded in, and average prices dropped yet again. We saw relatively low volumes bidded into dynamic regulation this week. With the volume cap increasing to 200 megawatts from next week, we could be seeing higher prices in an undersaturated market. Those assets that secured FFR contracts for February are sitting pretty right now, with the service topping out our market benchmark yet again. However, March's contracts kick in on Wednesday. Prices are down 38% from February, so next month's top threes might look very different. In other news, National Grid ESO have released their 5-point plan for tackling that grid connection queue. The aim is to free things up and get things moving again. The plan includes the option for developers with existing connections to terminate them without sanction, as well as plans to make future contract terms more flexible, in case developers need to pull the plug. For storage assets, there's more good news. The plan is to allow batteries to collect more quickly. This may mean they are required to turn off more often without being paid to do so. Overall though, the outcome seems like a net positive for BESS developers. As if that wasn't enough, we need to talk about this week's capacity market. The T4 auction closed in round 3 at a whopping £63 per kilowatt per year. This is more than double the previous record T4 clearing price. So what's the headline for batteries? Well, we saw a record 5 gigs of battery energy storage win contracts, including some big stuff. Overall, 7 assets with a capacity of 100 megawatts or more won contracts, with the largest being the planned 350 meg Hams Hall battery. So what does this mean? Well, this is more than double Great Britain's current installed capacity. It's also larger than the combined capacity of the 2 new CCGTs, Kedby 2 and Eggborough, and even Hickley Point C. It's all terribly exciting. That's the story, folks. Glad we could get together.